capabilities. And we as black people, we have with money, we real secretive. We real this, we real that. So when I go in to advise people, I say, well, man, what's your bills? What do you make with all this? If I can see all this stuff, then I can show you how you can.
So what's the feeling behind that? What's the feeling behind not wanting to show you what I'm really doing? Talk to me, huh? What's the feeling?
Hey, let me tell you, I deal with white people, and they will tell me everything. They pull out the whole thing, and then I can guide them in a wiser decision. When my black people is tough, and I always tell them, man, I don't want your money. When I'm help people, I don't take over your accounts. I don't do anything. I just give you guidance. You got to pull all the buttons. You got to push the triggers. That's what I make sure people do, because I don't,
But it might not even be about worrying about you taking it. It's just really about revealing what I really got. Because, we always like to be bigger than we really are. If you've been watching me push these foreign whips,
and then you see I only got 3,000.
Yeah, you see I only got 3, you know what I mean? 3 bands.
You mean like when presidents don't want to release their...
We know he caked up, though. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, that's what happens.
We don't know.
We don't know. I guess we don't.
And I tell you, and that's the key thing.
But we do know that he could have 0, but he got the resources to bounce back.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But you know why?
For sure.
Yeah. We, as black people, got the resources, but we do not collectively come together to make our resources viable.
Because there's a feeling behind that.
It's terrible.
What do you think?
We're going to change that.
We have to.
Yeah.
That's why we're creating this platform. If we can get people to be honest about their emotions, right? Be confident about what they do with them and how they handle them, right? And be willing to share that with others, then we can start moving the needle on this concept, because at the end of the day, I remember there was this company that taught financial education. And one of the things that they wanted to do through their financial education program is also talk about how life insurance policies, right, have a benefit in terms of, investing or possible retirement or kind of long term. But part of that conversation, to sit down, was that you got to open the books, right? And this was just 2 years ago. I was like, that's where I'm out. And I hadn't go back since. I probably missed an opportunity to make 10 times about as money that I'm making now, but I don't want to open the books. And I didn't even know these people, right? I didn't even know these people, right? They could,
get it too.
But again, because I'm honest about our feeling. Hell, me and my wife don't even share the same account. We got separate accounts, right? We ante up on the bills. Because I don't want nobody knowing how much money I got, do or don't have. I haven't gotten that comfortable yet. And that comes from how I was raised. When you raised in Oakland, California, in the East, or wherever you at in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are taught to not talk about money. You know what I mean? You don't, because of the experience, because what can possibly happen as a result, you know what I mean? And so, and then again, like I said, and I'm just as guilty as anybody else. There's times in my life where, I'm illuminating more than what I actually have. And that's a self-esteem issue right there. So when we talk about feelings and money, I mean, the tentacles go so many different ways, but people won't be honest about it, so they stay stuck, and they rather not talk about it. So it's like, let's just change the subject, or let me just do something to abruptly get away from the conversation. But people don't want to sit down and open their books and look at what they're actually doing, where they're going, and how they're going to get there. And people are scared of failure, right? So a lot of people won't say, I'm going to make $1 million, because what if I don't? Right? The ego, right? You know what I mean? Or they don't want to look back at, I don't even like looking at my bank statement sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know I spent a lot of money. I hate to kind of see where my money went.
So this is,
you know what I mean?
This is what we need the people to start doing.
I know.
Paying yourself. Now, just as well.
Well, let's pay yourself first, though, Pep. That could be took a couple ways.
This is the concept that I have. It's called pay yourself first. So we all use stuff. We all use stuff, and most things that we all have a cell phone. everybody looking at their cell phone, right? I would pay a cell phone. We all pay our cell phone bills guaranteed. Buy stock in your cell phone provider. If you bought stock at the same rate you paid your cell phone bill to your cell phone provider, and we've all had cell phones for 10, 20 years. Just imagine 20 years we've been buying stock and paying our phone bill at the same time. We wouldn't have the phone bill in 20 years. The phone bill would be free, and we'd have $90,000 to $150,000 worth of equity in this company.
Let me ask you a question real quick, talking about cell phone. I have my cell phone in my hand for the visual. I am looking at my Robinhood account that you turned me on to, Pep. Thank you very much. And Novavax.
Yeah.
What you know about that stock right there?
That was a pharmaceutical stock, right? Mm-hmm. And it was, it's one of those pharmaceutical stocks. And that brings back me to my drug dealing days. And that's why I like trading pharmaceutical stocks too, because it's just like drug dealing. You buy them low, and they could either go up real high, or you might lose a little. But it's high volatility. They can have a chance of going up like 100, 300, 400, 500%.
So they could be flipped over short periods of time.
Short periods of time. Yeah, most of the pharmaceutical stocks are all tied to FDA approval. So if you really want to be sharp at pharmaceuticals trading stocks, just track FDA approval dates, and you can make money.
Yeah, that's game right there. But that stock right there. So what I did when I texted you a few days ago and you didn't hit me back, made me feel a certain kind of way. So I went out there on my own.
And you buy it?
You got a good friend?
Yeah. So what I did was, because I had fell off, so back, because you were saying, but when we was off the air, you had mentioned about the top of the year how we started the money challenge, right? And the money challenge was basically, you put up $1 today, $2 tomorrow, $3 a third day, all the way up to, 30 days or whatever. And at the end of the time, you'd have like $450.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just did it on a fluke. And before I knew it, we had
a lot of people
was like, look, I got my jar or whatever. And so Pep came in and said, okay, good. Now that you put this money to the side that you normally wouldn't have saved, here are some suggested stock. And we started the conversation, and I kind of fell off of it. So I think the people fell off or went to their own respective things. But I wanted to come back to that, because that was a good thing. And so, I fired back up my Robinhood account. I still had a couple of dollars in it. And so for some reason, that stock just popped up. It was like $1.24, right? So I was just buy 100 stocks, right? And then I set up an automatic 100 shares, yeah. And so then I set up a automatic withdrawal, just $100 a month to go into that Robinhood account, right? And then I'll be asking you like, what's the
so then this is what I tell you.
Okay,
what you buy is you start buying your cell phone provider stock.
AT&T. Let's see what AT&T while we talk. Go ahead, keep talking.
AT&T is like 30, well maybe 40. $38. What is it?
No, you don't look. Don't cheat. No. We're going to test you right now there, player.
It's probably around $38. I don't think it's $40.
Let's see if Pep knows what he's talking
$38,
about. $39. AT&T.
I don't think it hits 40 yet. But AT&T.
$38.89.
There you go. There you go.
It's down 0.18%.
Yeah. But AT&T is a stock that that's going to be around forever.
What's the ticker symbol on that, Cuzzo?
T.
Yes, T. Yeah.
Just
T as in Tom.
Yeah.
Just T?
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find it.
AT&T telephone.
Okay, go ahead with
you. So and when we're in buying stocks, I want people to look at certain things in stocks that they're going to buy. If you're older, like us, we want to buy stocks that pay a dividend, and the dividend means that I'm gonna give you money while I hold your money. Right? Because as an investor, you don't have to invest your money with AT&T at all. You can go take your money and put it anywhere in the world. There's millions of vehicles out there to put your money in. So AT&T say, I want you to come over here and park your money with me, and I'm going to pay you. It's probably, was it 2.7% dividend? What is it?
I don't have it in front of me.
They pay a nice dividend, higher than any bank dividend, right? And they say, I'm going to pay you to hold your money, and they're going to pay you that no matter what, win, lose, or draw, every year, right?
But I'm going to look, so when my
Yeah, and I'm looking at Verizon right now, which is $53.89 a share, and they're paying a dividend at 5.1%.
The biggest dividend out is Verizon.
5.1%.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. I'm gonna
So-
take.
More Verizon.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you should buy Verizon
Right.
stock. Did you,
So set you-
can't lose.
so 'cause of your
How much is
homework-
how much is your phone bill?
100 and I don't know.
$100, right? Verizon stock is $53. Each time you pay your phone bill, you could buy 2 shares of Verizon stock. 2. You know what I'm saying? And if you did that,
Over time.
Facebook stock. Everybody's on Facebook.
Oh, I missed that. I'm so
You
mad.
didn't
'Cause-
miss it. It's still out there.
well,
it's
I
not.
missed.
You haven't missed it. Facebook is the $700 stock. Right now, it's only trading at 175, 180.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna put that.
It
Oh,
will-
let me take some notes here.
it will
One-
be a $700
One thing
stock.
I learned in life: if you don't take notes,
Hey, so
you don't write it down. It didn't happen.
You know,
All right. So
when we did our money challenge. I said,
today's top stock tips were Verizon, who pays hefty dividends, and we are talking about Facebook, who we anticipate will be a 700. Now, hey,
now these stock tips
Invest
are
at
not
your
stock
own
tips.
risk,
These
though.
are all pay yourself first stock
Okay,
tips.
we'll break it down.
These are things that you use as a consumer, and using these things and buying stock in these, it's tough to lose. Now, why I say buy things that you and your family use, because you're a good beacon. If you all of a sudden stop using Verizon and say I'm going with somebody else, sell your Verizon stock. That's a precursor to say I'm gonna sell my stock. They ain't whatever they ain't. I'm out of there, right? Yeah, and that's the no-brainer part in the pay yourself first. If you decide to stop using Facebook, I don't know if you should sell a stock, but, but if you do sell it, but you got to know Facebook on Instagram or quite a few other things. Plus that, a lot of things that you use that you probably don't even realize that they own.
As Verizon does, and
for
AT&T.
sure. All of that, for sure. Yeah. And these are big companies that are conglomerates that own lots of stuff. So it's important that you,
go ahead, cousin.
So no, cousin, I think that was a great conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
We're like going for wrap it up.
All right. Oh,
No. So we don't got to wrap it up. So
There we go. Keep
So
going.
here we go. So the pay yourself first concept, man, is you buy stocks that you and your family use as consumers.
Right.
So we all use cell phone bills. We all have cable providers. We all eat at places. If you go to Dave and Buster's, you can buy Dave and Buster's stock. If you go to Cheesecake Factory, you can buy that stock. All these things, any company that you and your family use has a publicly traded stock. Usually, right? And if you buy those things, then you cannot lose in the pay yourself first. And then if you want to start, that is called investing.
Yes.
Now, trading stocks is something totally different. Then that's when we want to buy those NVOXs and all that, pharmaceutical stocks and all that stuff. Those are stuff we trade in and out. Now, stuff you invest in is for the long haul. It's like boop, 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 boop.
Let me ask you something. So cashing out on stocks. Okay, so say we got into Facebook when it was $13 a share, right? It's $170 now, right? Mm-hmm. Do I take how? And I guess this goes into a tax question though, because I see people have stocks I've taken money out before. You get hit hard if you take that money out, right? Like you get taxed hard if you take that money out. If you have a what is what are there ways? I guess I can't say around that, but usually you get hard. You have a 401k.
So yeah, there are ways around. There are ways around that. But for the individual person who's just learning how to invest in the stock market, they need to just start paying themselves first. Once they got that concept down, then they can go into advanced financial literacy, which is what you're talking about, and taking 401ks.
I'm talking about the listener right now that's not advanced, that just left like DB did, but has a 401k from Kellogg's because they've been working for Kellogg's for this many years, right? And they get laid off, and they want to give you all, they want you to give you your 401k, right? But then you don't realize that when you get it, it's like 50%.
No. So what you can do is as long as you don't take your 401k and your retirement money out of a retirement vehicle, you won't get taxed. If you take the 401k money out of, because the 401ks and IRAs, they're retirement vehicles. They're